Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Brooke. I am filming outside today. It is a Sunday afternoon and everybody's taking a nap. I just couldn't sleep anymore. I had a whole bunch of stuff on my mind. It is way past due for me to film this video, so I decided I'm just gonna take a nice sit outside. It's kind of a really pretty day. It's not real cold, not real hot, so I decided I'm gonna sit down. I'm still kind of in my napping jammies, so everybody just get a glass of water and hang out in your jammies and let's talk. So since it's right after the holidays, I felt like this was actually a good time to kind of sit down and do an updated video. I don't really have a topic or necessarily like a theme of where I'm going with this. First, I guess let me start off with the holidays and food. I know that this is going to be a subject that nobody wants to talk about, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Food over the holidays wasn't great, wasn't horrible. I have been putting a lot of thought into eating habits and my eating patterns. And if you're new to my channel, if you don't know me personally, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionalist. I am a mom and a wife, just your average everyday girl. These are all just things that I'm testing and kind of trying to figure out for my own body. This doesn't mean anybody else. I'm suggesting that anybody else should do this. It's just kind of things that I'm trying to learn for myself. I have kind of come to the decision that I don't want to do fasting. Depriving myself of food to only feed myself at a certain time of day, unless I'm somebody that has a whole lot of self-control, and I don't, I think is only going to cause me to binge. From experience, I've gotten so hungry that I just eat whatever I see. This is just something that I decided that isn't really going to work for me. In the morning, instead of fasting, I've been having a really nutrient-packed smoothie. And then during lunchtime, I'm not super duper strict on myself. I don't think that it's realistic to say that I'm never going to eat anything unhealthy again. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I don't think it's realistic to say that I can go the rest of my life not eating for 16 hours straight, because the holidays have proven that's not going to happen. If I can't maintain a schedule and I can't maintain a diet during the holiday season or during any busy season of my life, then it's not sustainable for me. With that being said, I know everybody's rolling their eyes, and I know a couple of my family and friends who are like, whatever, Brooke, you weigh like 5 pounds. What does it matter if you fast or eat healthy? And one point that I've been kind of thinking about and debated on saying anything about, because I knew that I was going to get eye rolls, but I think I'm just going to say it anyway, is that just because someone is small does not mean they are healthy. I maintain weight very well after I've had both of my children. My weight levels itself out very well. I go back to my normal weight pretty easily. I guess have good metabolism. But you know what? I don't have great skin. I do not have the luxury of getting to eat whatever I want and maintain my great skin. So no, just because I'm smaller doesn't mean that I don't have to watch what I eat. It doesn't mean that I don't care about what's going on inside of my body. Just because on the outside I might have a smaller frame does not mean that I am a healthier person, because how I feel, how my skin is showing, is definitely a sign that what's on the inside is not going well. I just find that instead of not eating anything, I would like to fill in that gap of not eating. If I'm gonna eat 3 meals a day, I at least want 1 to 2 of those to be healthy, nutrient-packed meals. I'm just trying to keep my diet realistic at this point. If you're somebody that is trying to start from the beginning, basically like me, to eating healthy, then this might be a good place to start, because I feel like it gives you the opportunity to gradually implement more nutritious foods into your diet. What I try to do is, for breakfast, I try to have a smoothie. And I don't necessarily think that I need to do that every day, and I don't think anybody else should have to do that every day, but I am trying to practice intuitive eating, and I am trying to practice not putting myself on a strict diet and restrict myself of anything, but just kind of feeling out the day, feeling out my mood, whatever my body is needing that day. If I'm tired, you know, there's just trying to take all of the puzzle pieces and put them together to figure out what I'm gonna need. If you want pizza, then eat pizza. Just also keep in mind that if pizza is one of your 3 meals of the day or one of your 2 meals of the day, make sure that the other 1 to 2 meals have some more nutrients in them, have some more vegetables in them. So if I know that I'm not going to be eating super great for lunch or dinner, I do try to make sure that I get my nutrients from at least 1 or 2 meals. Okay, let's talk about my skin for a second. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I have makeup on right now. I'm sure you can tell. So you're not going to be able to see probably any of my scarring, but now you can. Yeah. So these 2 little spots here just popped up last week. And then of course, all of my chin and kind of on the top of my lips and stuff, that's just all still pretty red and is going to be scarred for a while. But other than these 2 guys that are healing right now and just kind of still a little, you know, red and inflamed, they're not really, I don't consider them active anymore. But other than that, I have no active breakouts at this current moment, and I am expecting my cycle to come in the next week or so, which means that by now I should be expecting some more inflammation and some more breakouts. So, one more thing about my diet is that I have recently been researching and reading about, listening to on YouTube about how diet affects your skin. And there's so many people out there that are just saying more and more that yes, diet affects your skin, that it really does matter. That can be extremely daunting and extremely overwhelming to hear. And okay, I have acne, I'm eating some of these things that they're saying could break me out, so let's just stop eating all of it. It's just not realistic to do that. If you go and talk to your doctor and say you have a food sensitivity test and your doctor says, yes, you're sensitive to ABC, then, you know, definitely I would say try to, you know, stop eating or cut back on these things that your body is sensitive to. Just hearing people say that diet does affect your skin, I decided to stop eating dairy. And honestly, I didn't see a whole lot of change. Although I wasn't very consistent with it, it's not easy to stop eating dairy. So I think I have found something that breaks me out, and I don't know for sure, but I will keep you guys informed in coming videos. Splenda. Some of my family started looking more into healthier eating and clean eating and trying to find alternatives to certain foods and drinks. And Splenda was something that a few years back we all started drinking because it was supposed to be better than drinking sweet tea. And I live in Texas, so tea. We drink tea. We live on tea. Instead of drinking tea with regular white sugar, we replaced our sugar with Splenda. And I actually really love the way that Splenda tea tastes. I love it. But I have heard a lot of things recently about Splenda actually not being very good for your body. And it kind of makes sense. I don't think you need to do very much research to know that a sweetener that was created out of chemicals is going to throw your body off. You're just putting chemicals in your body. I don't know the science behind it. I'm not going to claim to know the science behind it. What I do know is that when I started drinking Splenda tea, I had inflammation. When I stopped drinking Splenda tea, here we are. Let's just review the things that did not work for me. So what did not work for me was using products from different brands. So I was using anything from drugstore to high-end. I was very careful to always check all of the ingredients in all of my products, and I tried to make sure that they were very clean products. And still, if I was using tons of products from different brands all over, I was having inflammation. It was freaking my face out. And something that my esthetician said was that it would have taken me forever to figure out which one of those products had something in it that my skin didn't like. So what did I do to fix it? I stuck to a brand. I stuck to one brand, and typically big enough brands are going to have different lines in them, and typically you can use products within different lines of that one brand, which is what I do. And that has made a huge difference. All of this isn't just for skin, it isn't just for weight, it's for all around well-being. So now that the holidays are over, I really do plan on getting back behind the camera and trying to have a little bit more consistency in making my videos. I have been thinking over the holidays and have kind of decided that instead of doing a traditional sit down all the time, I really would like to go vlog style. What I mean by vlog style is that I will probably be showing more of my everyday life, maybe my everyday routine and stuff. I might show how I make my breakfast shakes or how I make lunches and dinners. I will show the days that I mess up and try to fill in nutritional gaps, you know, whenever I do eat something that I don't think has a ton of nutritional value to it. Because like I said, it's just not sustainable for me to never eat something that is bad. Even though I said I was going to be doing videos every Wednesday, that didn't happen the past couple of weeks because I've just been enjoying time with family. Anyway, the sun's going down. Is that my cue to end this video? Thanks so much for listening today. I'm actually really excited to kind of take a twist and just kind of make it into my own. I was really nervous whenever I first decided to make a YouTube channel that I wanted to be really conscious and aware of my own self and make sure that I wasn't going to try to copycat anybody else, because I do watch a ton of YouTube and there's a lot of YouTubers that inspired me to start a channel, but I also wanted this to be my own. I wanted this to be my life, my preferences. I wanted to really take the time and figure out where I was going to go with this before I did any of it, which means that things might change, which happens in real life. I mean, that's one thing that I really wanted to make sure that I did with my videos, is I wanted to make them as realistic as possible. Sometimes having a really complicated diet to make sure that you're healthy just doesn't work. Some people don't have time for it. Some people don't have money for it. Let me tell you, there is so many cool new foods that I want to try, but sometimes the healthier stuff is pricey. I just wanted to keep my channel super realistic. I wanted to make it something that was relatable, something that people that are kind of in the stage of life that I am can relate to, and there might be some tips that I have or some things that I do and try that could help somebody else. I appreciate everybody who's going to go on this journey with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Come here. Say hello, Minion. Minion doesn't want to say hello anymore.